Hello, my wonderful viewers and friends. I will start with very good news. FDA authorized rapid CV test, crown bag test, which results in 45 minutes. It is University of Alabama. So it wouldn't be as long as now. It's few days. People are suffering and not knowing if they pass the test or they are positive or negative for 5-6 days. This one will take only 45 minutes. Huge success. Sometimes we are getting forward with something. And everyone was asking me not to cut my mother-in-law dress. I was just giving ideas to people. I know it is laying for 40 years of our marriage is with me. I never will fit in it because she was a very petite woman. But maybe one day I will have a granddaughter and she might cut it short and have a graduation. It's a really nice work, and it's made out of parachute from the Second War. After the war, a lot of those parachutes were available on the flea markets. And that's how she got it, and she was wonderful seamstress. So, but you can use scarves, you can use coffee filters, double layers, and even one lady, Jane Sunday, she said she had a really good idea to use her D-cup bra, cutting so for couple times she can use it, and with the wire one size she will use it on her mouth. And I thought, well, that would be nice if I will have one from my one for my husband. You don't need the wedding band to show who is yours. That will be something to joke about. We have to. Please, I know I'm making jokes, but we can't live forever when we are so paranoid and scared and so on. So I don't want you to think that it's the end of the world. It's not. Most of us will survive. And as long as it's not going to the peak, as long as it's going slowly, then they will be able to help us. And double coffee filters, well, why not? On the last video I was saying that I see a thriller from Mike Jackson as an answer about Trump. And I said I was connecting the thriller with Ghosts in a Closet. But maybe the downside for Trump will be the way he was destroying so many lives because of the way he was unprepared for the crown bag. So, yeah, maybe I will start calling him Yeti. It will take a while, but I know I'm on a tough spot with my videos, so I don't want to be. It's like every time I post a video, it's going really good, and then around 7 o'clock for 2 hours, no views, no, every time. And I know it can't be like that because I can see that there is more comments, but there is no any more numbers on the views. So that's just my kind of feeling sorry for myself. No, I'm not sorry. I'm just always fighter, but I'm not feeling sorry. So today I was not putting any makeup, I didn't even do my hair, and I thought, well, I better do a video, so I have the reason to put some makeup and hair. I'm not putting too much makeup, and tomorrow, if I wouldn't have any reason to leave the house, I will put the high heels and take a garbage outside, and I will look myself in the mirror and I will make myself looking better. So whoever wants to feel sorry, no, try to to force yourself to look good, because when we look good, we feel better. So when we do our hair, we always feel much better. And that's, they say bad hair do feeling. Yeah, but we can force that to push ourselves. We were cleaning whole day house, and it was a lot to do. Crafty chick. Will the fourth, and now I will be answering the questions from the comment sections. And thank you everyone for the questions. Will the 4 senators who sold their stocks after briefing about Crown Bark be charged? And I saw a triangle, and the triangle, one part of the triangle is going down and clapping like a trap. Triangle is a symbol of cheating. So I think eventually they will be proven that they were cheaters, and they will be destroyed. I don't know if they will be, but it's like a trap for a mouse. She's going there and the thing is clapping. And I felt that the same feeling, that eventually it will make them to be under control. I will read the cards about that, because it is important. How can we trust those guys in the Senate if they are cheating? And I think most of them were Republicans. I don't know if there was any Democrats, but are they going to be responsible? It's a dysfunctional family, so that will be proven that they were dysfunctional, hardworking. So they are working but for themselves. The judgment card. Yes, they will be judged. They will have to pay consequences. And Pelosi will be probably forcing that. She will want them to testify and be charged for playing Russian roulette with us. Yeah, they were informed, and they were using the stock to make themselves richer. So they sold the stocks that were involved some hotels and travel agencies and so on. So they were closing on that, knowing that the bug is coming. They could listen to me. I was talking about this before we even heard on the news. That's my just joking. So those guys will be. Oh, and I want to tell you, I have appointment this week with my doctor, my specialist, and his secretary called me yesterday and she said, please don't come, Violetta, because we are not keeping the doors open for anyone. So the doctor will contact with you through the internet or through the phone. I said, I will go by the WebEx, so I have to download. Of course, I'm not that smart, so I will ask my son to do that. And for disinfection of those masks, when you will be creating, you can put them in microwave, and that will kill them. And Paulette Maximum, why not aspirin or willow bark? Aspirin is made out of willow bark, I think, because I know old times that people were chewing the willow to stop the pain. So that was, the aspirin was developed on that bark. Advil, the same thing. Those are related. And in Canada, the doctors were saying Tylenol has not the tendency to take the swallowing. It's inflammation. But aspirin and Advil will take the... I just said that word and it's run away. So inflammatory. they will not do the inflammation. So Tylenol for that reason is better. But Dr. John Campbell was saying fever will help your body to fight the bug. So at the beginning, make yourself actually let yourself to be exposed to the fever. Fever is actually natural protest of fight with something that is foreigner in the body. So actually it will be a good if someone has a fever at the beginning. I'm not saying for too long, but at the beginning that will be a good thing. My grandfather was saying when the Spanish flu came in, he felt one day under the weather, so he took axe and he was chopping the wood until he was sweat. He said that was helpful to him. And after that, he said every time he felt under the weather, he will go and chop the wood. So that's the reason he had always a lot of chopped wood. Christine Hoffman. Nikki Haley quit her job as a board member of Boeing. What will happen to her now? And as an answer, I saw a nest. So she will go back for a while to her whole family and she will be looking after the nest. And she probably will stay for a while out of our view. Maybe she has, this one was coming, she has some plans for the future. So it is something that she will be thinking in advance, that what her goals are in the future, but what she will be doing, right, kind of. She will be with her husband probably, debating what they can do. She wants to go to the top. She is not giving up her abilities to she's thinking about being a president, so that's her goal, to go to the top. And shaky tower, she thinks if Trump will be kicked out, she might go right away to take his position, to please the Republican Party because they trust her. She doesn't destroy her reputation like most of the other other people who were working for Trump. Sorry, you didn't hear that. I didn't mean it to say that word. And she will be negotiating something. So she wants to negotiate something for her own future in the months to come, but she is not ready, so she has to rethink everything and make plans in action and make friends. So she will be wonderful to negotiate with the Republican Party about how she will be approaching her political career. XXXYYY. That's the person who sent me the question. When this crown bag will be over in USA and Poland? And ask in private readings a lot about that. So I remember that I said before that I see to someone that I see blooming trees. That's usually in the spring. And this time I saw melting ice from the house. So it looks like that will be in the spring as well. We still have winter here, so hopefully the spring is more reliable in Europe than here. Dolly Jelinsky. Is the vaccine meant prevent crown bag or cure it? And I saw wall. You know, when people are building the structure of the house, they are pushing the few sometimes. But this one, it is like building the wall by hands by someone. And I think it will be to prevent it. Trump is using the wall to prevent something to come, Mexicans or other people from South America coming to USA. That will be just barrier to prevent. I don't think it will, vaccine, it's not for cure, it's just to prevent. So if that will be working, that will be for preventing. Will Weiss. Do you see more than 2 strains being identified? 2 strains of crownback. And I saw 2 lighter flashlights. And they are both like 2, so one is, they are not exactly at the same spot. They are 2 spots, but they are kind of on top of each other in some places. So we can say that there is 2 completely separate things. They are intertwined on certain time. They will be in between. Very hard and easier, but some of them will be like a medium strength. But it will be hard to say which one. Oh my gosh. Which one is the medium, so they will divide easy and hard, or heavy, more dangerous strength. Joanne Cooks. How do you see harvest for farmers? And I saw at the beginning it's like a bumpy and then it's more level. So there will be at the beginning some bumpy stuff, maybe some of them will be sick or there will be some shortages of something, so it will be one bump and another and then it will go smooth. So that's what I see. I don't know if each year is a bumpy thing, but eventually everything will come to the norm. Joanne Postman. Will Trump be removed before his term is ended? And this one, it's not easy. I saw a string. Whoever was looking in the old clocks, they have those strings. They sometimes break those strings, and that's the problem with most of the clocks, because when you wire them too much, they will break. But this one was just giving some contraction. So there will be some contraction with him being removed, but I don't know if he will be completely removed. I will let you to answer that question for yourself, and because sometimes I have a answer, it probably makes some sense, but I don't know why I don't understand this one. I know it's from clock. Those things, springs are in the old clock, so it is something about the clock. Will he be removed? He will be in contractions, like buch, buch. So unless he is wired and it will break, then we know that he will be removed. But otherwise, he might still stay in the... And Marie Dubois. Will the crownback have secondary outbreak? And she mentioned that 1918 flu, which killed so many people, had 2 outbreaks. At the spring, it was first one, and then and people somehow managed to deal with that one. But at the end of the year, in fall, came a really strong one, and that one was very bad. But as an answer, I saw Reiki for raking leaves, and it was 1, 2, and 3. I know I said before that it will be 1 wave, 2 waves, and the third wave smaller. So the middle wave will be bigger than the first one. I have to be honest with you. I wish I can be more positive, but I feel it's so important to feel that I'm reliable, what I'm seeing, not what I'm trying to imagine. Yeah, if the gift is good for something, it has to be for what I'm seeing, and I might not always understand, but I have to be honest, and I have to say what it's coming as, like 3 times that the rakes was the 3 movements. So, and the same is with Dr. Anthony Fauci. We love him because he's saying without lying and making promises. He's as honest as he can be. He was fighting with Ebola, he was fighting with AIDS, HIV, and SARS, and he is a hero, and he's so brave. He is standing up to Trump, and I could see the energy in Trump, like he could destroy him. But this guy, maybe small in posture, but he is bigger than Trump. He is so content who he is, and he knows how much he can stand up to the bully. And he is not letting him to tell him, you have to say what I want to hear it. No, he's saying to Trump, you have to listen what I'm telling you, not what you are telling me. You are not an expert, and I'm the expert. So I admire him. I was doing some little research about him. I didn't see anything about wife or family, but really, really nice, authentic scientist and fighter. And charming. I have to say, I find him very honest and charming. And the same is with Cuomo, Andrew Cuomo. He is not making fake promises. He is standing and facing the truth and telling how it is. So people have to, it's better to know where you are standing on than have over-optimistic Trump who is lying and not reliable. Dmitria Grado. When we will get rid of nightmare of Trump, of Trump's government. And when he will destroy the, when we are cutting the old debit cards, whatever, or Visas or MasterCards, I see that scene. So he will destroy everything. Then people will have enough of him. And the last one is funny. J9. Maybe the Russians have vodka on their side. Is that helpful for them? And yeah, if that will be helpful to them, it will be helpful to people from my country. Polish people likes to drink too. Sorry, but that's true. And as an answer, I saw 2 guys drinking and hugging each other. That's very common in every place where you go and see guys drinking. They are not sexually attracted to each other, but they will be complaining and hugging, and we call this teddy bears. Now, I don't think, because that will actually spread much easier, the virus, and alcohol outside probably can kill the virus, but if it will help from inside, there will be probably proof for that. So I wouldn't try to fight with Dr. Anthony Fauci to make any theories that it's possible to, but you can spray the alcohol around 70% and it will kill the germs. So no, but not inside. I don't think it will be good, and especially in Russia when they love to have the teddy bears connections. So that's what we are calling, that they are so close and you are my best friend, I know that, and blah blah blah. So you can imagine how easy it is to spread when you are in that closeness with someone. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for booking appointments with me. I love that, and I have so much time that will be great to have more. And thank you for donations. That helps as well because we are out of work. Take care of yourself. Promise me that you will be respectable to staying at home. I know it's not easy. Oh my gosh. I was telling my husband, you have itchy bum, because he would love to go outside, to have a reason to go for something. I said, no, you stay. You don't need to go for anything, and I don't need to go. We have enough right now, so we can stay for those 2 weeks that they ask us to stay. Take care of each other. Talk with your friends. I was on the phone today a lot. So be happy. Enjoy what you have, because now we can, going back a few weeks, even 2 months ago, everyone could laugh and joke outside, go to the stores. Now everything is kind of... But then we will appreciate more our life after that. Okay? Take care. Bye-bye.